What is up, everybody? This is Merc with the Mic. This is another Shell Shock podcast by Red Cycle Inc. I am Merc with the Mic. I'm just joined by Tenacious T.
I'm in the building, baby.
Tops to go up.
Tops
The
to
man
go
with
up.
3 names.
Yeah, nah, 2 names. 2 names. You know, it's so funny because...
Well, you have your regular name, too.
Which one, Tommy?
Yeah,
Tommy
so
for short.
so you're in, Tommy
But
Cupcakes.
the purpose behind that is that when people are talking to me, they're not
Yeah.
going to call me Tots Guwap
Yeah.
or Tenacious T
Yeah.
while we're talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to say Tommy. You're
The
gonna
man with 3 names.
Exactly. Man of many... Jack of all trades.
The man of 3 names. Anyway, this is the Shell Shock podcast. This is all everything Ninja Turtle podcast. Much about Red Cycle Inc. We are back again. We have part 2 of the next mutation, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, produced by Saban, and we're gonna be going through that with the verdict and everything like that. But before that, there's a lot of shit we haven't talked about for Ninja Turtles in general. And first things first is the Cowabunga collection.
A lot of activity going on, and I think that should be the number one talk right now because I'm excited to play that with you. You know what I mean? Like the whole collection of like the old consoles and everything like that.
So 13 games.
What console does it end off on?
It has everything from the what it has in the game is arcade wise, Turtles in Time in the original arcade. Super Nintendo wise, it has Turtles in Time.
Okay, I was gonna ask that because there's definitely 2 versions of
Turtles in Time Tournament Fighter.
Okay.
Genesis, Hyperstorm Heights, and Tournament Fighter. NES, Turtles 1, Turtles Arcade, Turtles 3, Manhattan Projects, Tournament Fighter.
Fuck Manhattan Project.
There's 3 Tournament Fighters. You know what's funny?
Are any of them good?
I
recall them not being good at all.
They're so broken. Like, to get the trophy is fucking hard. But like, if you're just playing the story, like just the tournament mode or whatever it is, there are people that are very cheesy that you could like kind of like map the game and win.
Does like the playing feel good? Does it feel rushed? Does it feel dated? Like playing like the NES itself? You know what I mean? Like you know how you have like the connection to make it a little bit more HDMI, more HD and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like does it feel like it was rushed or?
You know, so what they did, so they didn't really do nothing to the game actually itself. The only thing they did was add a rewind button. So say, for instance, you're playing Turtles 1 and you don't want to die.
Yeah.
You can rewind it and retry it again.
You get a chance to beat it.
Even though that game is still fucking hard, even with the rewind feature. And they actually added, like, there's cheat codes for certain games as well. They have, like, God mode for certain games. But the games that don't have God mode are the fucking hardest ones that they're there. So anyway, so Sega Genesis, NES that had the 3 games. And then Game Boy has 3 games.
I remember the Game Boy.
And those
games.
are the 13 games.
Okay. So it doesn't go into like PlayStation.
So
2 and stuff. Would you think they're gonna make another one?
So rumors is Konami said, Konami recently said, because Konami is the one that did those games as well. They said, never say never, and they said, if this goes well, there's a chance for a part 2.
I'm pretty sure it's going pretty good so far. I know a lot of people who've mentioned it. I don't know if they bought it or not.
Yeah.
But I know they've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
Like, I'm intrigued. I want to get it. I want a physical copy, though.
They have physical copies of that. That's easy to get physical copy.
Because I know Shredder's Revenge.
That was limited runs.
Okay.
So that one you had to wait till October to get.
Okay. Because I want, I collect physical copies of games. So.
Yeah. The spot on 36th Street, J&L, they do have the physical copies, but
that's 36th Street in Manhattan.
Yeah, 36th and 6th Avenue. Yeah, they do. They sometimes do like the early release shit.
You never know. Somebody in Oklahoma was like 36th Street. I'm going
to. Yeah, in Manhattan. They've been there. They used to be in Chinatown. They moved over there. I grew up with the people that been there, so I knew them since fucking high school and junior high school and shit.
I wanna definitely replay the arcade Turtles in Time though.
Yeah.
I've played more of the Super Nintendo. It's literally one of my favorite games.
I personally
actually think it is my favorite game on the Super Nintendo besides Mario All Stars.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
You know what I mean? Because Mario 3 is my favorite game ever.
I personally like the Super Nintendo Turtles in Time more than the arcade.
Okay.
Reason why I like it more is the fact that the features more characters.
Okay.
So Rat King's in it.
And it's shorter, right?
The arcade is shorter.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Cause so the arcade don't have Slash. It doesn't have Bebop and Rocksteady.
One with them on the pirate ship, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have them. Tokyo Razor's on the pirate ship in the arcade. It's like a Mudman in the prehistoric Turtlesaurus
Okay.
stage, and SNES was Slash.
We gotta Twitch every single one of these
Yeah.
games. You know. What I mean?
We'll start doing that. So honestly, what I'll do is I'll make a schedule of the times when you do come here and shit, and maybe around like 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'll schedule it so we can promote it so we actually get views
Drunk
and
as
shit.
shit.
And we do one by one.
I'm cool with that. Sounds
And
good.
we could slowly go through the whole.
Well, the multiplayer games, so we can play it at the same time.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
single games would be a little bit tedious.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and play Manhattan with you and get
Well,
irritated
Manhattan is 2 players.
and maybe throw the fucking controller
Manhattan's
at your
2
TV
players.
and break it. You know what I mean?
The first game is not. That one we could take turns. We could go back and forth with each life.
As long as it doesn't happen like when we tried to do Beavis
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Butthead, because that shit was
We were
so
really
bad.
fucked up that day.
We're like, I can't move. We can't do anything.
So yeah, the Cowabunga collection. It definitely check it out. It's $40 right now. I think on PlayStation, PSN. Oh, if you buy it on digital copy of Turtles, I think it's like 20% off on PSN right now.
Well, you played Shredder's Revenge, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
On our Gamer Rage podcast, everybody go and check that out. That is my actual challenge for this month.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to actually play it because it's the newest Turtle game that's out. So
Yeah. And if you like Streets of Rage, you like
yeah,
that
it's
game.
a beat 'em up
Yeah.
side scroll.
And they did a lot of homage to the old games as well. So like there's a lot of things that you're like, oh shit, that was from this game.
Does
oh,
he become
shit, that was
Super
this game.
Shredder in it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And he's the final boss.
Okay.
And then yeah, you get a lot of people in there. Like you got the Toads in there. You got Vernon. You got Irma, and
I love
all
Irma.
that shit. Yeah. So
I love her, man. She's a little kinky.
they
bitch.
did a really good job with Shredder's Revenge. I really love that game, and I wrecked that game. So I platinumed it on PlayStation. The platinum was a little annoying because I think one of the trophies is beat Super Shredder without being touched. And if unless you like are good with patterns,
You know me, I'm horrible.
he's gonna get you every time
I'm horrible
because he has a tendency to change his pattern. So
at it.
you
So
kind of
the AI,
yeah.
there's a good AI.
He's like,
that's
haha,
using
you
it.
think I'm going that way?
Sucker.
Fuck you.
Well, I'm intrigued.
Um,
I definitely want to play it. We'll probably play it today.
Yeah,
later, you know.
Yeah. So like, I'm gonna plan a schedule out that when we're here, we'll do Twitch. We'll do like maybe like a 2-hour Twitch thing, special when we will just play turtle games.
I
want
to get more interactive in. I don't care if it's on your name, but in the Twitch
Yeah.
world, doing it and try to
Yeah.
play more video games.
Cause I even have the camera and shit
I've been
too.
trying to get more into playing video games. I just got
Yeah.
so much going on.
No,
Man. I
it
got my own
happens.
podcast
Life
that I'm
happens,
doing. Everybody
yeah.
go and check out the Popcorny podcast on Spotify and SoundCloud. Check out the Popcorny 1975 Instagram page.
Yep.
Show some love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So Jackie, shouts to my lady Jackie. She does.
My friend.
She twitches usually Saturday nights, Sunday nights. She'll twitch Last of Us Part 1, Emperor Chariot. If you want to follow her and stuff like that, check her out.
And he said it's better than the first one, the original one, right?
It's really dope. Like it's pretty. It's very
Okay.
pretty. And
Well, you got a, like an 8K television,
yeah,
so.
but it is like very pretty compared to the last one, and then it's also
The last one's a little dated now because that was a PS4 game, so.
but they remastered it.
Yeah.
So they did hype it up. The only thing with that Last of Us thing, the current one, is that it's easier to get the platinum. As in the first game is annoying because there was one that you had to beat the game without being touched.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
That's like insane. to do.
you know what gets me mad?
Especially those fucking sniper dudes that try
Yeah.
to shoot you from afar. How the fuck you not supposed to get touched by that?
Yeah. So you know what gets me mad? When I see someone like play with their feet and finish the game without being touched. I'm like, fuck you.
Do you walk on your hands?
They're like, but he's handicapped. Fuck him.
I don't
He's
give a
showing
shit.
off.
I'm gonna beat the game with my mind.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that guy.
Nah, you know what? Good for him, but fuck you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like it took me like 80 hours to beat that shit. You beating it in 10 minutes with your two toes. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, I'm intrigued
Yeah.
by that. I want to play that. I've been playing Madden lately. I know
Yeah.
this is off topic and everything, but
Yeah.
I haven't played a single sports game in
Yeah.
years. I can never finish it. But I am really engulfed
Me too.
in
I'm enjoying
the
it.
Madden 22
Mhm.
face of the franchise. Me and my brother are doing it together.
Yeah.
We got a good TV. We got the PS5.
Yeah.
I'm a lot better than I thought I was.
So you know what's funny, and then this is off topic. I don't care or whatever.
This is our cast.
This is our cast. We talk where we're on, and yeah. Next mutations we ain't gonna be a lot long. It's gonna be a lot of bashing of the fucking show, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we gotta
that.
fill. We gotta fill this
We
time
need a
slot.
filler. But with Madden, I like I told you, I enjoyed it because I think the fact that me and you probably have not played it for like 5 years.
Since 17, the one with Gronkowski.
Yeah.
That was the last
So,
one that I played.
all the things that people are bitching about that are the same.
It's
is
new to
to-
me.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah, I said that to my brother.
Yeah.
I like my boy Pat. Shout out
Yeah.
to my boy Pat
Yeah.
Rooney. He doesn't like the new one.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
haven't played it. Graphics are phenomenal.
Yeah.
The AI is crazy.
Yeah.
And you only got to worry about the plays that you are part
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
You know what I
and-
mean?
yeah.
I broke records.
Yeah.
I got a dope ass contract. I'm fully engulfed and dedicated to it.
Yeah.
So like, if other sports games was like this, like trying to play hockey, I can't play hockey for the life of me.
Yeah.
I can't do the joystick shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I suggest everybody go and get that.
Yeah.
Because it's also a real true dedication to Madden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really truly is. You learn more about Madden in the Legacy game just by the commentary in the Legacy game
Yeah.
alone. And I played the Legacy game like 50 times before I even started doing like the face of the franchise. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So yeah, going into that. But yeah, we got Cowabunga Collection, we got Shredder's Revenge. We got hints that there's gonna be a new Turtle game coming down 2023, 2024,
Okay.
which is gonna be based on the new movie that's coming out. So
That was directed by Seth and written by
Rogen.
Seth Rogen. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. I wish he did a live action though.
I'm fine with the animated.
I just don't want any. I don't want a sausage party Ninja Turtles though. You know what I mean?
I'm fine with the animated as long as it's good. I
Yeah.
did like the CGI.
Is it
Turtle
more? Is it
movie.
more adulty as it pertains for kids?
I think it's gonna be more, his humor. So
yeah,
it's gonna be
dark.
more.
He's
yeah.
got a dark
Yeah.
fart comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think he's gonna go in that route. He's a big fan of the original Turtles. He's a big fan of a lot of the others. He was a big fan of the 2012 series.
Okay.
So I say it'll be kind of a mashup of the original and that. And
Hey,
think-
I believe in him.
Yeah.
I think he is. When he first started coming out, like that whole Judd Apatow
Yeah,
cast, like
yeah.
from Freaks and Geeks to Jason Segel,
Yeah.
they were the future to me back then.
Yeah.
And it's good to see Seth Rogen still being
Yeah.
consistent and
but
holding true
Turtles
to the
too,
old
man.
ones. So.
Turtles is a big franchise, and they
Turtles
keep on
ain't
going.
going anywhere, bro.
Turtles,
Speak of.
yeah. Speaking of everything, like,
Oh man.
so I got blessed with Tommy. He found the Toka Razor cartoon,
The NECA one, yeah.
the Decatoon ones, and then I was able to pre-order the Leo and the Nutrient
The Neutrinos.
the Neutrinos.
Yeah. I wanted to get the Neutrinos, but it doesn't come with the car.
No,
At least they could have turned the box into the
they
car.
they had the hoverboards though.
Yeah, but I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
If they turned the box into the car where you can fold the
Yeah.
box and
That would've been
like
cool.
maybe like the inside of it kept
Yeah.
like because I do love the outside of like it's the
Yeah.
cartoon from
Yeah.
'88. I do like that look, but if you did decide to open it, maybe be able to fold it
Yeah.
and turn it into like the car. I thought that would have been genius.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Oh, the
The
monsters,
fact that
though.
they are the fact that they are doing the Turtle Van, there's a chance that they could do the car as well. So
But do you think? Well, actually, I would answer my own question because the people who are buying these
Yeah.
are from that time.
are big collectors and they're big into the figure for photography
Exactly.
shit.
So it's like me and
yeah.
you going to see Ghostbusters and we walk out
Yeah.
with the popcorn fucking Ecto one.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because it is one of those cars from our past.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Just
yeah.
like a Batmobile. If the new Batmobile came out in like a NECA form, I would buy that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing we got is the Batarang.
Yeah. And then our coworker Eric, shout outs to him, he was able to find the Mikey mummy for me. which is pretty dope, and it also has the Easter egg of the Cade Ninja Turtle suit. That's
Yeah.
one of the faces.
The zombie one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it looks really cool. It looks like just like
It's
it.
the cane where his lips go up and.
Yeah.
You were explaining to me that at work, which
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I was like, oh, it's super cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I just thought it was him without bandages.
Yeah, yeah. It was it was him without bandages, but it was a shout out to that.
Yeah, yeah, because
that
that one
found.
just sat and shrank.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
the lips shriveled in.
Exactly.
Which is and it's freaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that whole monster line. Now you've been collecting the Ninja Turtle NECAs from the beginning. You know what I mean? And the original series, like Series 1 and Series 2, they're going for some big bucks right now.
Yeah.
The ones that I have legitimately are $500, like $400, $500 now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm happy that I didn't give them to you.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But, like, the monster series of the Turtles, like, I'm not in the NECA. Like, I'm collecting the things that I want.
Yeah.
The monster series, I have to have.
Yeah.
And we have.
They're dope too.
We spoke about this on a previous cast. Go and check that one out. But so far, what I have the Raphael Frankenstein, and I have the Mummy. What you call it? No, Michelangelo. Now, right now, I know you guys can't see me and all, but I'm going to grab the Leo. And I'm going to get my first look right now without knocking down his whole collection.
Yeah, because the virus is about to fall.
That's okay. I'll get you another one.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. Yeah, there you go.
But I want to see this now in person. I know nobody can see me do it, but...
Yeah, Leo looks pretty dope.
Oh,
it looks
super
crazy.
Cool, man. Definitely super
and
cool.
And his shell opens, and you can put the stuff in the shell.
Now, he's supposed to be Igor?
Yeah,
either that, yeah. Well, yeah, because he looks like something that Dr. Frankenstein would put together.
Yeah.
But this is a bigger one. This is a bigger box than the other ones.
He has a big shell. He has the hunchback, so he has the shell. So he's slightly bigger than the others.
Oh man!
And then
super dope.
I'm missing the April, which I have this dude looking out for the April.
Well, I also got you as well. You know what I mean? I like the new guy that started working with us, but now he's taking away my shine.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm the hunter. I'm the hunter.
But yeah.
Super dope. I like it a lot.
And he's good. He gets a discount too.
I
So
know that
doesn't
fucking
mind.
piece of shit. I like him though. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He actually looks like my cousin, and I didn't even told anybody that, but he looks exactly like my cousin. You know, everybody cause I'm from Long Island.
Yeah.
Everybody out there listening, the Merc is from Manhattan, and we work at Grand Central. So everybody that comes from Long Island, people automatically assume I'm fucking related to them. Just so happens the two people that they said that they think is, which that dude George, and this new guy Eric. They look like my cousins. I'm not even lying about that. They 100%. But shouts out to them. Shouts out to all of Metro North. The worthy ones. Everybody else can blow me.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. But I really, really want to get I can't wait for them to come out. But April looks dope. I saw pictures of it.
Yeah, I gotta find April.
Which is the Bride of Frankenstein.
And then we got Splinter being Van Helsing, and then Donatello.
I think that might be my favorite one. Splinter as Van Helsing.
And then Donatello being the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
We haven't got a full look at that one yet.
Yeah, he looks like one of the bears from fucking Muppets in the silhouette.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
But if you look at the Visible Man,
that would be the goggles, right?
If you look at the Visible Man figure, then you kind of see what they're gonna do with Donatello. But they did show glimpses. They showed the cover, the box art, and shit like that. So I think we're gonna get those soon. But I was hoping to get them before Halloween, so I could actually make a little Halloween display.
Yeah, no, it'd be dope.
But all next year, I think I am gonna take them out and make a little Halloween.
I think I want to get doubles, just so I can open them up and play with them.
Yeah.
I really do, man.
But they're so dope.
They're heavy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the only NECAs that I did that I opened up was Muckman and Mondo Gecko.
Yeah.
And Muckman was heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you opened any.
I haven't opened the NECA ones yet.
Muckman is heavy. Like
I want to. But
you can literally throw that thing through like a car windshield. It's heavy. And Mondo Gecko, like I like what NECA is doing with these. It's they're bringing in affordable Hot Toys to me. You know what I mean? 100%. I know Hot Toys is top tier, top dollar. You don't want to touch them.
But $350 fucking figure.
Exactly. But NECA is really doing justice. Even with all their other lines,
the movie ones.
The Predator ones, The Gremlin
The Turtle
ones?
movie ones are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I in Walmart, they're
Yeah.
more Walmart exclusives.
Yeah, they are.
You
The
know what I
movies
mean?
are Walmart exclusive. The cartoons are
But
like
what I've noticed,
Target.
Walmart marks them up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it was a Rokusaki
Yeah.
and a Mato Yoshi
Yeah.
in one pack, and they were selling it for like $80,
$80.
and
Yeah.
it's like $60.
Yeah.
They marked that shit up. I feel like they're like, hey, we got like a monopoly going
Yeah.
on here. You know what I mean? Like, and they're really hard to find because a lot of people go into the toy sections,
Yeah.
and all these are displayed in the electronics section.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of these on Long
Yeah,
Island,
yeah.
so I'm in there hunting all the time.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, a lot of things came out. There's gonna be announcements for new stuff. Definitely coming to New York Comic Con and things
Now
like that.
I have a question for you, and this
Yeah.
is a question that I was thinking about before we started this. Since we're on the next mutation,
Yeah.
would you buy a NECA toy line of the next mutation?
Depending on how they look.
Because we already have the Rock and Roll Tour turtles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would you buy a next mutation?
I will buy the. I'll buy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 figures.
Yeah, but 3 is better than this fucking show. So,
Depending on how they look, if they were like, if they didn't have the eye slits,
yeah.
I'll buy
No,
them.
I was gonna say that they have to have it.
No, I will stare at that and
They
I'm like,
have
nah.
to have the eye
You know
slits.
what? I will have to see them in person. Because I honestly, I think I will get them.
But now this would be more not obviously the toy line of
Yeah.
NECA is the cartoon.
Yeah.
So they're very cartoonish.
No,
it would have to be the live action.
Well, NECA did the concert ones.
Yeah, no.
So and they also did the movie ones. So I'm like, if they did a 4-pack of Next Mutation as a, hey, we're doing Next Mutation,
Bonus.
I would get it.
I know. I knew you would.
I would get it because it's silly. It's silly enough. And you know what? Not for nothing, Next Mutation figures were not bad.
I'd never seen.
That was the
so.
only thing that they had. The only thing they did was they were still like the same scale of the original figures, but they were like rubber. So like the legs were rubber, the arms were rubber, or like a flexible plastic.
Shouts out to Santana because Santana's got my mind going when it comes to bootleg toys.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at like bootleg Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle
yeah.
toys, and
Yeah,
they're actually
yeah.
pretty cool, bro. They
Yeah,
have
there's a
some pretty
lot.
Cool shit.
Especially on Amazon, you can easily find them. If you look up the 4 turtles, they will give you like 10 different
They're like ones
bootleg
with smiles and their tongues out, and like
Yeah.
their the back of their bandanas,
Yeah, yeah.
which are their masks or whatever.
Yeah.
in-
But
up in the air.
I would get it. I think I would get it. I actually want to see the samurai gear.
Well, because they already have what season, like the crossover with DC and Turtles, those figures where
The Batman.
where where Michelangelo's Batman.
that one.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, what series is
That was
from?
that was from DC Direct.
Okay.
So DC
Was that a show or was that the comic book?
that was from the animated movie.
Okay, so I'm just making sure.
The Turtles Batman
that it was
animated
based
movie.
off of
Yeah,
something.
that's where it's based off.
Okay.
So if you actually look at Donatello, he kind of looked like they had the. So those were based off of the cartoon series. DC Direct did those. I think
Peter
McFarlane.
Laird and all them gave them okay to
Yeah.
do that. Well, do they even own the rights to that shit anymore?
They
they own like a piece of it.
they own a piece of it with Nickelodeon, but they have the say so to change it. But they also don't mind the
They have hands-on
collaboration.
of creative.
Yeah, they have no problem with the collaborations. So with Batman, that was a dream for them to do with
I
Batman.
mean, that's super dope. And the comic books.
Usagi Yojimbo.
Everybody
it was
check
dreams
out
for
those
them.
comic books.
Yeah.
Asagi Yojimbo actually read a couple of
Yeah.
comics, and it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty
he
fun.
pretty much just drinks sake and fuck people up.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what he does.
I ain't mad at him.
Yeah, yeah.
Any character that drinks alcohol and fucking beats people up, I'm cool with.
That's pretty much what he does. But those were DC Direct. They did the 2-packs, and then they did I think it was a Comic Con exclusive.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
you get those that whole line because there's one with
Yeah.
Robin.
I have it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like those are like GameStop
Those are
exclusives.
crazy price now.
Well, because they're hard to find.
Because I got them all clearance from GameStop.
Yeah,
Because GameStop had it for like $10.
Yeah, they mark it down because they have a
Yeah.
fucking warehouse full of these.
So
damn
I got Raph and Robin for $10. I got Shredder and as the Ra's al Ghul for $10. I got Donatello and Batgirl for $10, and I got Mikey and and who's Mikey with? Oh, Alfred.
Okay.
And then
The only toy line I don't give a crap about is the mix up with Cobra Kai.
I don't care
I
about
think it's
that.
so dumb and so stupid. It makes no sense to me.
I
Why are those two together?
well, Stranger Things. They have a Stranger Things one too.
I understand, but I don't like it.
I like the Street Fighter one. I think that's the only one
See,
I will
Street
probably
Fighter,
get.
I can go with because they have similar games.
I will go with the Street Fighter one just because I will want the Street Fighter
But
figures
Cobra
from the
Kai,
box. I don't care
I
about
don't need
them.
old man Danielson
Yeah,
fighting fucking Leonardo.
yeah. I
It's
think
stupid.
Playmates is just like, hey, you want to collab? Okay, take the money.
Whatever.
Money.
One
Let
of
me
the
do
old
it.
things that I would like to get my hands on though is the old turtle layer from back in the day.
It's possible
It's hard. It's
you'll
hard.
you'll be paying about a good
But
two.
it's like a grail because I remember I used to play with the wooden blocks. I had a
Yeah,
wooden block set, which was literally like 2x4s cut,
yeah,
and they sell them as blocks. And I would build those up and make a turtle layer
yeah.
as a kid. You know what I mean?
So the turtle layer, you're looking at like loose, maybe $200.
Well,
Like mint,
I got contacts with.
mint and box around five,
Yeah,
6,
well,
and that's
rightfully
like
so though. We're
yeah.
talking 93, 94.
Because
You
even the
know?
turtle, honestly, the turtle event kind of went down because the re-release of it. There's a chance they may re-release that turtle home.
Or get the original blimp.
I would say if they re-release that turtle home, I say get that one
Okay.
because it's the same freaking figure. It's just new. It's just an updated box.
All this money that we
Yeah.
sink into toys.
Yeah. So like I got the turtle. I got the original turtle van, the re-release one. The
Do you
blimp.
like it?
Huh?
Do you like it?
I never opened it. It's in the box.
It's just like it looks so good in the box.
It's in the box. I did get. I do gotta get one for my grandnephew. I gotta send it to him. So I want to see him play with it, and that's something I'm actually interested in seeing. But they do have the blimp. I had issues with the blimp because the blimp that they have that they remade is not the original blimp.
Yeah. The
It's
original
the
blimp actually blew up, right?
no. They both have the balloon. They both blow up. The only thing is, the current one, the remastered one, it has like hooks so they can hang on. The original one didn't have it. It had missiles, and so that was the little difference of the two. Yeah. So those are the things. So if they do a retro one, I can see them doing the turtle layer. I can see them doing the module, and I also can see them doing the Technodrome, which could be interesting if they do the Technodrome. So those are some of the remastered ones I can see them doing. They also do those special boxes. They do those special boxes. I know our boy Jerry, he gets a lot of those.
Which Jerry just read
Yeah.
The Last Ronin.
Yeah.
I was very happy for him.
So they do these boxes, the Playmate boxes. They just came out with the sports one. They had the Titan
Yeah,
Turtles,
the
and yeah,
little small ones.
yeah.
Get them all day at Target, but they're too expensive for their
Yeah.
size.
Mhm.
They're like $20 for nothing, and everything's being marked up now.
Yeah.
Like I'm in the stores and I'm seeing this, especially with like I know this is not Ninja Turtles, but
Yeah.
the Power Ranger Lightning collection
Yeah.
was $19.99.
Oh, they raised the price of that.
Everything is $24.99.
Hasbro raised the price.
And then they get. NECA, don't get rid of the screen.
I don't
get
think-
rid of them.
I don't think NECA will do that
Please,
because they have a
Hasbro,
stat.
you're
Yeah.
flopping.
Yeah.
You are flopping.
So, I will say, the other day I saw the Spider-Man, the Future Foundation one,
Yeah.
in Target, and I'm looking at it, and the one thing that bothers me about it, the fact that you can't see it, like I understand is saving the environment.
There's an
and whatnot.
ongoing plastic crisis,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
most likely it's due to my dog.
Yeah.
Because my dog gets only Poland Spring.
Yeah.
So we buy cases of Poland
Yeah,
Spring
we do.
bottles all day long.
We-
So we have an ongoing joke at my house that
Yeah.
there's an ongoing plastic crisis because of our dog.
No, it's minor things, but you know what? If you're a mid unboxed collector, you might not want that
Yeah.
because
I
you
want
can't
to see it.
because you don't know what's in the box.
It could be
It could be like a broken John Cena putting in.
it could be a Gumby toy. You know what I mean?
Yo, like the other day, usually when I go to Target downstairs, I'll go to the toy section. I'll
Yeah.
check what they have, and I see a Lex Luger with a John Cena figure in it. I kind of wanted to get it, just because. But it was
I
the
mean,
Lex
that is
Luger.
pretty funny.
But it was John Cena clearly, and I was like, yo, someone actually took the time to open that box to put a John Cena in there.
Like what makes people do stupid shit like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? They're like, I have an extra John
Yeah,
Cena.
yeah, yeah.
Let me open up this box, pop that in there, and
Yeah. But
but
they didn't take the things that made it special either. Like they didn't take the NWO shirt or anything like that. Anyway. But
they left the accessories.
but as a mint card, like I don't say I'm mint card. Eventually I want to open them, so there's a chance I
Well,
will open
you
them.
don't expect to sell them.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I have a toy collection, and I'm actually starting a business
Yeah.
that I'm going to sell
Yeah.
a lot of my stuff, a
Mhm.
lot, because I can always get it back. I don't care. I'm trying to start a business. One thing I won't touch is
Yeah.
my Power Ranger collection.
Yeah, yeah.
I refuse to touch it. Everything else can fucking go.
Yeah.
For all I care. You know what I mean?
And the Power Ranger Lightning collection is gonna go in that direction too, because I think it's all Hasbro. Period.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. And NECA, don't do it, please.
I don't think they're
stay
gonna do
true to what you got, because you have a flawless product.
I don't think they're gonna do it because one, there's a extra price for their figures. It's not just their figures are not cheap.
And
so,
please give this man a Don Titelli.
Donatelli.
This
Yes.
man needs one.
I need a Donatelli.
I know, you need multiple so you can open it up and tickle somebody's feet with it.
We need a Donatelli. Yes, we do. But yeah, like I could see myself not collecting the Lightning collection if the boxes are like that. Just because, as in, I like the way they look side by side, and then once they're gonna redesign the boxes because of that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna look different, and I don't know. That's just my no nitpicky shit with that.
So also, I mean, moving off of the toys, you've been diving into the comics.
Oh God.
Hardcore.
So
you've been talking to me about it, and you've been talking to Sriracha, my
Yeah,
boy
yeah, yeah.
Jeremy from the Popcorn
Yeah.
Podcast, a lot
So-
about it.
so-
I want you to discuss
so,
this with our audience.
So shout outs to Comicology. I don't really collect books like I used to. I used to be very heavy in collecting the
I
comics
can
and
vouch
shit.
for that.
But I kind of stayed away from it because it's fucking expensive and
You don't think this is too?
but you lose and it those are very because you don't know. So my comic pickup when I used to do it every Wednesday, I used to pick up comics. My stack was like this.
It used to be me for the same thing, yeah.
So having a stack like this every fucking week adds on.
Yeah, definitely.
I
does.
have over 20 wide 500 boxes, like, and then I have a bunch of the little boxes. So it's like it's space consuming. So I had to chill out, and I was fine. I actually accepted it, and I was fine with that. And especially because I got introduced to the Marvel Unlimited app. I got introduced to DC Unlimited for a bit, and then Comicology. And so I was looking on Comicology, and they just recently. I was reading the original Turtles for a bit. I went through the whole series of the original stuff, and then
Dive into the Archies at all?
I was starting the Archies, and then I found these books.
IDW.
So I was actually gonna start the Archie ones, and then I got into the IDW. I was like, you know what? Let me read these first.
I think the Archie one probably has the most famous cover, one of the most famous covers.
Archie ones are funny. They're just really silly. They're really out the box. They do a lot of silly shit in those comics. I think April turns into a turtle in those comics.
I mean, she turned into a lot of shit in the cartoon, so.
Like she had a white bandana and shit. But I do like so I've been reading the IDW Ninja Turtle comic, and they have the omnibuses on Comicology for free. Like if you have the membership, you can read them for free. They have 1 to 16. So 60 omnibuses. So that's almost 100 issues.
Okay, I was gonna ask
And
you
it
how
has
many
every
issues.
single side book that connects to the story, which is great because then it's like buying Infinity Crisis and all the other side books that come with
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Exactly.
Final Crisis.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's different. That's DC and
Yeah.
Marvel.
No, but I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general. Like say for instance, Secret Wars. You'll have Secret Wars and you have all the other side books that connects to Secret
there's
Wars.
so many Secret Wars out
So
there.
how the omnibuses work is that they have everything in order for you to read. So I'm up to volume 7 right now.
So you're like 70 comics in?
Yeah, about and probably a bit more because again they have a lot of side
Hey,
stories.
check out the Merc with the Mike's Instagram page because he's been posting a lot in his stories and regular old feed of like specific scenes from it, and it looks very intriguing. It really does.
It's so You know how much. So from this cast and stuff like that, we always very high praise Bebop and
I
Rocksteady.
love them.
I
Their comic book is awesome too.
Yo, I love them in this comic. They're fucking vicious as fuck, and they beat people's asses, and they're like almost invincible.
So they're not comical like the old ones.
Nah,
Right?
they're comical. They still talk
still,
mad shit. They still like that,
but
but
they're actually like brute gangsters.
yeah, yeah. And so one of the things beyond them killing Donatello for a brief
Which
moment.
you know I didn't know that happened until you
Yeah.
told me that earlier. And when you told me that,
Yeah.
my heart sunk. I was like, no.
Yeah, so they killed him for a brief moment. Like he came back maybe within like 5-6 issues after, because they were able to save his brain into Metalhead, and they used Metalhead to transfer his body back and heal.
Donatello's brain and Metalhead is fucking pretty.
So
cool,
he was
bro.
he was pretty much Metalhead for a bit.
That's super dope, if you ask me. Because Metalhead was awesome.
Yeah. So they have the whole beginning of Metalhead and stuff like that, and things like that. So they literally just killed Donatello. They beat the living shit out of
because
Donatello.
he's the brain of the operation.
No, is that they caught him from behind and they beat the living shit out of him. They don't give a they have no honor. They don't give a fuck.
They never had honor. They have no honor and no shame.
Yeah. So the one that I read recently was their comic book. It was like their spin-off, and it was just called Bebop and Rocksteady. And from reading this, I was like looking into it, and then it just started doing time traveling, and it started going into different universes, and them meeting each other, meeting the alternate versions of each other. So I was like, yo, this is like Rocksteady and Bebop multiverse. Like, I'm for it.
That's actually sounds really cool.
It's 3 issues. No, it's like 4 issues, and it's fucking retarded as.
I gotta read it.
You know what it fucking reminds me of? You remember the scene in Beavis and Butthead Do America when they found the people that looked like themselves, the older?
They're
That's
doppelgangers.
exactly what they fucking did.
They're doppelgangers.
So they found themselves as humans and talked to each other while they were human, and then they found themselves as old men and fucking talked to them as old men, and then they found them the beast versions of each other and things like that. It was just really retarded, and it just went mad places and shit. And it was just really, it was a really fun book, so I recommend that. That was part of volume 6, because Bebop and Rocksteady is actually on the cover of that one, and that one leads into it. The other one that really fucking went crazy was Splinter. Splinter took over the Foot Clan.
Well, he was the original ruler of the Foot.
So
he was the original leader of it.
So they go into the whole Karai, he was saying we want to fight with honor. So Shredder, I challenge you for the Foot. I'll challenge you. Yeah. So he just right.
Just like the guy that plays the damn video game with his fucking feet.
fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
So what happened was there was a battle, like, so you pick your best warriors and they go into a battle and he'll pick his best warriors, and whoever the outcome of that goes into Splinter versus Shredder. Once it went to Splinter versus Shredder, Splinter catches him.
I was gonna ask you how was that scene?
And he fucked him up.
I know you saw it in your head, like play by play.
He fucked him up, and then he had him on his knees, and he looked at him, and he was like, "I have to kill you." He fucking just like cut his head off. Mikey had issues with that, and he left the team.
Oh, bro, you're giving me goosebumps.
Mikey
right
left.
Now.
He joined the mutant moles. Mutant moles.
I have to fucking read this now.
And he just Spencer literally just cut his fucking head off.
Yeah.
And he took over the Foot. And that one pic, that fucking cover I showed you with Splinter with all the Foot Clan.
Yeah.
That's part of that shit. Yeah, he's running the Foot, and the Turtles don't trust him running the Foot because he didn't like that. But then Splinter made a clear thing. You have done things without my permission, right? So I'm doing things
but they
without
murder people.
But he made it clear. I had to do this for the right of good, to bring honor to the Foot.
Yeah, no, he made an ultimate sacrifice, an ultimate. I keep saying it wrong.
So pretty much what he did was he wanted to bring honor to the Foot and teach them the right way.
Yeah.
And that's where we got introduced to Janika, which is what she lines up being the next turtle. And she was an assassin for Shredder.
If only Batman could do that to the Joker. Yeah. You know what I mean? If only he could do that. It's for the greater good, man.
So she's an assassin for Shredder, and Splinter sees potential, and he starts training her under his wing. So I'm not there to when she changed into a turtle yet. So I'm not there yet. But that whole shit with Splinter cutting off Shredder's head, that shit was like, oh shit, yo, I had to drop my phone for a bit. I'm like,
Sit and process it.
I was like, yo,
Yeah, man, that's hardcore to me, man.
So those books are good.
Again,
Again,
I gotta read it.
there's volume 1 through 16. I have them all on the Comicology.
I know. I got access to it.
And I haven't took many of them out either.
I think for a small fee, we might have to let Jeremy in on that a little bit. You know what I mean? If he throws a couple bucks towards it, because no, he's an avid reader.
But I know he's into the
physical.
Because I even told him.
I've never met anybody like I've seen videos and pictures of like real crazy collections of ambiances and stuff like that. For me to be in like a physical place and actually see it, this man spends money on ambiances. I'm about to give him mine just to contribute to his. You know.
So
what I mean?
I even told him like, yo, Comicology has these, but he's like, nah, I want the physical. So I told him, look on Amazon. So I caught the first volume for like $22. Usually goes for $50. I was like, look on Amazon. They usually have a lot of sales on these.
Yeah.
And check like that. I think he bought the first 2 or 3 volumes so far.
Yeah, he mentioned it to me, and I'm happy that you guys are linking up together because he's a big part of my life these days. So, and you guys share a lot of similar interests. And we will be having a collective cast because you are on the Popcorny podcast. Whether you are voiced on it or not, you are literally on. You know, the Clash of Classics. I won't do the abbreviations of it because everybody else keeps making fun of it now, and I didn't realize what it spelled out, but I really don't give a shit. The COC is dope. I don't give a shit.
The K is silent. I'm just gonna say that.
The K is not existent. But go and check that out because we have an ongoing pop culture draft going on with that. I'll get into more of that in our closing. You know what I mean? But
so. Alright, let's not waste more time. We go to the next mutation.
And that's the end of the cast, everybody.
The end of the next mutation, season 1. It was only lasted 1 season.
Oh, my lord. I'm so happy that it's only 1 season. Because this was a real task.
It was.
It really, really was. And I went in, like, enthusiastic about it. And it failed miserably to me. I can maybe name 3 things that I like about it, and that's about it.
Yeah. So, this is Saban's The 10 Bond Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It came out in 1997, just in case you didn't get the synopsis in the first cast. September 12th, 1997 was the first episode. The final episode was May 15th, 1998. By Saban Productions. It originally aired on Fox Kids.
Did they buy the rights for that?
The Turtles?
Yeah.
They didn't own the rights, but they had the rights for the show.
Okay, they
didn't buy the
consent.
They didn't buy the Turtles.
Because Eastman and Laird weren't part of this at the time. They signed off their rights.
Laird still had it.
Laird still had it. Okay.
Laird always had his rights.
Yeah, he never gave. Eastman sold his shit.
He just didn't. He didn't have control of what they did.
He just sat back and had his name in it.
He just took the money.
Yeah.
And he hated Venus. The model.
I hate her too.
So if you go, what was it? I think it was Turtle Power, the documentary series that they did
on Netflix.
He went on like, I hate Venus. I did not like Venus. I told them to take it out. I didn't want her, and I think the show could have been better if they just listened to what I needed to tell them.
I like Laird a lot because he is not the face of it. You know what I mean? Like Eastman has made himself the face of it.
Yeah.
He really has.
Yeah.
He's everywhere. And
as in Laird kind of laid back.
And you know his signature. Laird's like, I created this. I already know who the fuck I am.
So I have a nice drawing from the both of them, and I actually got the sign, and I got to meet Peter Laird, and I got to meet Eastman. I like Laird better because he was just nicer. He was just very kind.
Humble.
He was like, hey, so where you discovered turtles? And he was asking questions and wanting to know where.
Oh shit, your name's Raphael?
Yeah.
Raphael?
So he was actually like really asking like questions and like, what made you like the turtles? What like this? What things what drawing you to it? As Eastman was like, hey, thank you for joining.
Here's my
Bye.
signature, and here's Michelangelo drawing.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And that was kind of the experience of meeting both of them, and I always respect Lear more because he actually really cared about the
I
product,
mean, there
even though
there
taking the money. But
there is a real respect level that I have
yeah,
for him not trying to capitalize
yeah,
on what he's done because he's already made an exclamation point in
yeah.
pop culture.
I think the thing is, I think Eastman was the reason why they went to such a pop culture thing, and Lear kind of wanted to keep it indie comic.
Yeah.
That
I
was
mean,
the
man, they
difference of the two.
created that shit in their fucking garage, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. But yeah. So next mutation, we on the last I think it was 13 episodes we watched.
Yeah, because it's 26 in total. And it's
Yeah.
funny because this time around, the second part that we did, I only thought I had to watch 11 episodes, and then I realized, damn, I have to watch 2 more fucking episodes.
Yeah.
And it was just like, fuck, man, I don't want to watch this
Yeah.
shit.
So, you know, I'm not gonna go like usually we go through each episode in general, and we would just go through what it is. But there is not a lot that really happened. They had the vampire episode, so that was like 22 to 25.
You got to see the gorilla again.
The gorilla, I think he
He's
was a
funny.
funny character.
I would buy him as a figure.
So I was actually looking up for him, and he's extremely hard to find. Like
I believe it.
I was very
I feel like
curious.
he'd be more bootleg than anything.
No, there was actually a figure of him. He exists. The last thing I saw sold in eBay was $125.
Outrageous.
If I'm drunk, that might be a purchase.
I mean, you've bought in a lot less for
Yeah.
a lot more. So
I got my money back though.
well, whatever works, you know. What I
Yeah.
mean?
I really wanted to open it, but the money was the
I know exactly what you're
Mandalorian ship.
talking about
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
If I would have kept it though, I didn't know where the
Spent
fuck it
$300 on that fucking thing, bro.
I kind of want the Ghost Rider now, and I'm like,
I know you showed, yo, bro, the car. The
yeah.
car alone. Everybody go to Hasbro Pulse
So,
please, and go check that shit
Yeah,
out.
before another off the topic, and then we'll finish the topic.
Man,
But
fuck
the Robbie
that,
Reyes.
Cast, man. We do what we
So the
want.
Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider went up for the HasLabs. It's $350. Is the car with Robbie Reyes. If you do it before the 26th, you get the Robbie Reyes head, and they're planning to do more bonus stuff if it hits
How
the
much
goal.
is it?
$350.
$350.
Yes.
Fuck you.
But the only shit that if the price tag wasn't so high, I think if it was like in 200,
If it was like $150, I'd buy it.
if it was $200, I would have.
That's a little extreme to me.
I would have went to $200.
That's a little extreme to me.
Just because.
You want to know what they
I
should
would've
start doing if they're going to put prices like
Yeah.
that? Maybe scan like a QR code and then it maybe bring you to the comic and you can read the comic series. That would be dope.
The only thing is, these are this one in particular is part of the HasLabs.
We really don't want to talk about the next.
No, we
mutation.
don't. So this is part of the HasLabs, which is so like whatever hits the goal, that's all that's being made. It's not gonna be made again. That was the same thing with the Razor Crest that I had,
Yeah.
which I sold. I paid $300.
I got one in the model form that you
Yeah,
put together.
I paid $350 for it, and I made $1,200.
Okay, hey man, that's a dope.
And
markup.
I gave him everything. I was like,
Well,
here.
yeah, no, that's what you got to do,
Yeah.
bro. You gotta
And I bought it drunk, so
seller's satisfaction and buyer's
yeah.
satisfaction.
I was very tempted to open it though.
I remember when you bought that damn thing, and you're like, the next day you were fucking sober. You're like, fuck, bro. You know,
Yeah.
like I pre-ordered it. I can cancel it at any time. Fuck it, I'm just gonna.
I
and
had
then
the
it was out of your
Galactus.
account, and
I almost did the Galactus.
oh,
I was
man.
very
That is one thing that I wish that I could have because I've seen pictures of this fucking
Yeah.
thing, and it's big.
It's 3 feet tall.
It's big. It's like half your body, bro. You know what I
So
mean?
the Robbie Reyes one, and the thing is with Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, I personally love that Ghost Rider. Right now, he's the All Rider, and he became like the multiverse controller of the Spirit of Vengeance with the All Rider. But he's always had a dope
So he's better than like the Frank Castle Ghost Rider.
He's
and
the
stuff like
strongest Ghost Rider there
that?
is.
Because Frank Castle Ghost Rider can go into the future, past, fucking.
So
everything,
he could pretty much just the All Rider, what he could do now, he could make anything into a vehicle. He could ride he could ride a planet.
Just poofs into flames and goes.
He could ride a planet if he needed to.
He's on a go pad and fucking.
Yeah. Like he was able to control Surfer's surfboard. He made that into
I knew that. I've heard
Yeah.
that. I'm I don't like the front I
Yeah.
know too much about it. I know a little bit, but I know that he could do.
Yeah, he was able to do that. He was able to control like the four horsemen, the horse of the four horsemen and shit like that. Anything
Which
he
played the Darksider games because they're fucking awesome.
he can make anything into a vehicle to harness and shit like the power. But he has the power of every single Ghost Rider there ever was, and that's the power he has.
So he's like the one.
He's the one, yeah.
He's the one.
And he's always been a crazy character. He's always been a funny character in a way because his spirit of vengeance is an asshole, and they argue all the fucking time, which I always enjoyed it. So Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, check it out. It started off with the Marvel Now issues, and like I actually liked it, so definitely check it out. And he has a muscle car.
Yeah, no,
the car looks fucking dope.
It's cool, bro.
It looks so dope.
I want it, but it's not worth that much.
Like I wanted that
it's
versus
because
I kind of wanted to put that versus the turtle van, and I was like, yeah.
Who's playing chicken now? You know what I mean?
Exactly, but
turtles would steal
I could see how I'll display it, but it was like, yeah, that's 350. Like if it was 200, I could have did the PayPal pay in 4 and
or do a firm pay monthly.
Well, they only allow PayPal.
Okay.
And Hasbro.
So
Pulse.
the pay in 4 has been saving a lot, but it's also been the
bane
of my existence as well.
Anyway.
Once I get them all cleared, I got 4 new ones out.
So, we are actually going to go into this. It probably will be only 10 minutes of this, but anyway, so next mutation, the last half. So we got 2 episodes that seemed like it was a flashback episode, which was the final episode.
It was 20 and 20. The last one. Yeah, 20 and 26.
And I felt like they were the same episode for some reason.
It was. I didn't want to have a recap of things I don't like.
Okay. I would just say I did like the action scenes.
And that's where we differ because I don't. It was very, very short burst. It wasn't. It wasn't choreographed well. It wasn't at all. I'm sorry.
It was the typical Power Ranger shit. That's what I expected from this. Like it was gonna be typical Power Ranger stuff. The costumes itself, I didn't mind the way they looked. Like it looked okay. I didn't like the eye holes that I could see them, because once I noticed them, I stare at them, and I try to see an eyeball when I get a chance.
I was looking in the mouth to see if I could see the head and stuff.
I hated the transitions to different heads. So like if Raphael went on the bike, his head transitioned, and his mouth was just always like this.
Always open, yeah.
And then Splinter too. Whenever he's fucking running, his head.
Splinter was probably the top 3 things that I really hated about the
I
show.
think the 3 things I liked about the show, and it's not a lot, but there's 3. I liked the little dragon dude.
Yeah, Fink.
He was hilarious.
Fink was awesome. King Fink was the fucking best episode. Yeah. Straight up and wet. I think that was episode like 19 or 18 or 19. Oh my god, I watched it twice because I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Because he made the big dragon dude that looks like Bowser in the Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Made him like bow to him. You know what I mean? And what I love about him, his throne was a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when he's sitting on the throne, he's got these big frog-ass legs.
Yeah.
He was like the kid. Yo, I would totally buy a figure of Fink.
He was funny, and I actually enjoyed his character very much. Like he was probably my favorite thing out of this series.
He was fun, bro. He reminded me of the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he should have been in the dinosaurs series.
Yeah. But I liked him. That's 1. 2.
Now he's really thinking about this. He's trying to find reasons to like it.
2. What's the second thing I liked about the show?
I can give you a million things of what I hate on the show.
They beat up the Power Rangers. That wasn't in their show though.
That was in space.
But they still beat up the Power Rangers, so
yeah.
I give them credit for that. 1 point for them.
Toast to you.
I didn't mind the vampire chick.
I didn't mind her while it was happening, but the idea of it is stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really took a Erie, Pennsylvania, Beetleborg kind of feel.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. And it reminded me of Vampira from Lost Galaxy.
Yeah, it did. She kind of
had
had a
So
look,
she's
yeah.
chasing after her heart to keep her alive. So she
Yeah.
starts off as a skeleton, and then we have uh, two little vampire kids. One that looks exactly like the kid from The Shadow, who taught Alec Baldwin how to fight and use the dagger, deep voice, all that. And then the little girl, I wished I had another little girl to beat her up. Yeah. All right. If Little Tay was out there, I don't know if you know who Little Tay is. Little Tay would beat the crap out of her. Okay.
I think so too.
But all right, that's two for you. What's your third one? There's so much to bash. There's so much to bash.
I like their bandanas.
I didn't mind that at all. I really didn't. I didn't mind the switch up.
Yeah, I didn't mind that either.
And it took me until like the final episodes to realize that Venus had a braid.
Yeah.
I really didn't notice that at all.
You're staring at the boobs.
No, because she's a teenager.
Like,
so
how?
And I had to talk with Jeremy about this at the gym, and I'm like, she's got boobs. He's like, yeah, but they got an accent that she's a female. I'm like, yes, but turtles don't have boobs.
Yeah, because
how the hell do you tell if a turtle?
Janika don't have.
Stupid.
Yeah, anyway.
It's dumb.
We got the real like female turtle in Janika when she comes into.
I don't know anything about her, so.
She's pretty cool. You like it.
The three things that I like about it, I love Fink. I think Fink is awesome.
Fink was the best thing about the show.
I like the lair because the lair is a true hint to the third movie.
Yeah.
I like the gorilla dude.
The gorilla dude, yeah, he was the number
gorilla
3.
Dude is awesome, and besides that, besides the old school footage of being in Manhattan,
yeah,
with like, and I said this in our previous cast of, there you see a picture, a video of Grand Central, which is where the loading, the parking garage starts. Literally that block, because that hits at home.
Even though they were filming in New Zealand.
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah.
But everything else I can live without.
Yeah.
I like the costumes. I like the suits.
Yeah,
they're not bad. I hated the car. I hate a Hummer. How the fuck are you paying for the gas for that damn thing? How the hell did you get a Hummer?
Donatello probably made it like a battery.
How did you get a Hummer?
Yo.
And why did you think a Hummer in Manhattan? A Hummer in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Would easily get around. It's the biggest fucking vehicle in the world. And that one was the heavy-duty Arnold Schwarzenegger Hummer. It wasn't like the mini Hummer H2 or H3.
Yeah.
It was big.
The funny thing is, whenever you see the Hummer driving, it's always driving in the same streets.
Yeah, and they're all standing up, breaking all rules. They never get pulled over by a cop, never nothing.
Yeah.
What I do like also, there was the second episode with the gorilla. That episode, from what I recall, brainwashed Donatello.
Yeah.
So his henchman, he was like, I don't need you guys, get the fuck out of here. I'm not paying you guys no more. The henchman's like, you don't pay us anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, then you guys can stay around, but make yourself useful. I like that. That was cool. That was fun.
I think he was my favorite villain besides the little dragon guy.
Fink was the man.
Yeah, but I think what was it, something from the Himalayas?
Yeah, his family.
Yeah.
He was the last ape of his family lineage from the Himalayas, but he's like an Italian gangster.
Yeah.
But then again, he wasn't from the Himalayas. His family was, his ancestry. So he's the last of his kind, and he can't reproduce.
Yeah.
So he has a chip on his shoulder because of that. You know what I mean?
He was a funny character. I did like the way he looked. Again, he was a figure that I actually kind of looked for, because I was like, if I'm going to get something off the new X Mutation, it'd probably be him. But yeah, it's too expensive for my taste, so.
Splinter sucked. Shredder wasn't utilized a lot at all.
I hated the fucking
episodes. Helmet. He was in 2, bro. And I thought about this and I started laughing my ass off. The Rock concert tour movie, that Shredder was better.
Yeah.
That Shredder was better than this Shredder.
Yeah.
And then he came back in one episode. He had a cock eye.
Yeah.
He was homeless, smelling like cat piss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what really happened? What came?
Nothing.
That dragon dude was not it. I would have dealt with Shredder more than him. You know, I think that would have been a better show.
Yeah. So, out of 1 to 5, where you rate this show?
Fucking 1.
A 1?
Because I can't do 0. Actually, no. 2.5, because Fink brought it up to 2.5.
I'll give it a 2.
I'll give it 2.5.
I'll give it a 2. I give Fink and the gangster from the Himalayas making the show at least something worth watching. I didn't mind the costumes.
I hated the pirate dude, too. Why was he in so many episodes?
Because they didn't have no one else.
It was stupid, bro. It was so dumb.
Yo, the Turtles have a vast amount of villains, and y'all couldn't get at least one of the famous villains in there.
Casey Jones wasn't in it.
Yeah, Casey
April
wasn't
in
there.
it.
No April.
I don't care about all the other side.
And the Turtles are older in this one, so they were supposed to be like 17, 18 years old. That's why there was no teen in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
It's stupid.
So we gave our verdict. This is the next mutation part 2.
This is more of a shoot the shit episode than it is a real
pretty
fucking
much
review.
was because you didn't want to review it. I Shell Shock. Next episode, we are going to be starting the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which now I'm intrigued because now it's something new.
Yeah.
I know in the 1988 series, there was a lot more lows than highs. The earlier seasons were good, and then the middle seasons was and then the ending seasons were pretty dope. So I'm intrigued to now dive into a series that I've never seen.
So I will say I've watched a lot of the series. I've not watched it like complete, but I watched it. I watched it in a month episodes.
Enough.
I think the things I think you're gonna like and may dig is the Battle Nexus tournament, which is I think season 3, is when they get the greatest warriors of all the worlds to come in.
It's like the Quest.
It's like Quest, Dragon Ball Z, the tournament shit, but like very similar to Quest. Yeah, I was just saying Quest. You have the likes of Usagi Yojimbo in that tournament, and he enters and they go through it. So that was actually a really cool shit.
Don't go too deep into it.
There is a very similar episode to, I'll say, close to Last Ronin.
Okay.
As in Donatello travels in time.
Enough.
He meets the Turtles in the future.
Enough.
And it's actually a really dark episode. So that was something that was actually really good too. And I think the characteristics of the Turtles are very similar to the movie. They do a good job with the animation. The animation is actually pretty good. Season 5 and Season 6 is hard to get through because it went more kiddie-ish, but it dealt with more technology.
How many seasons is it in total?
This is 7 seasons in total.
About 22 episodes piece.
But technically, 03 was 4 seasons, and then it went to Turtles in Time. And it kind of went into a whole time traveling fast forward. It was called fast forward. So then it went to Turtles Fast Forward. That lasted 2 seasons, and then it went to Back to the Sewer, which lasted 1 season. So
but it's all the same.
2003 is a combining of the 3 different shows in one, and they just made that 2003.
Well, I'm intrigued because it's territory that I have not embarked on yet. So.
Yeah, it's on Paramount, so if you want to watch along, that's a way you could watch it. It's on Paramount.
Get your own subscription, motherfuckers.
Don't use mine, but you could get on there. If you have T-Mobile, you get it for free.
Hit me up, I got you.
If you have T-Mobile, you get it for free for a year. So there you go. That's how you can watch it. So 2003 series, we're gonna start running through. I think we would probably, honestly, I want to get you to read the comics. So maybe in between seasons, because these are long seasons, we would try to get some of the comic.
And I'm still trying to read the Power Ranger comics for our Morphin.
Yeah. So we could probably do that, or maybe some figure reviews and shit like that. So we'll add some more stuff to the Shell Shock.
Hey man, I'm intrigued and I'm ready to do it. You know. And
then also we're gonna try to do some live Twitch streams. And honestly, if you get the game on your side of the thing, we could probably do a multiplayer online thing as well. So.
You can find some days. You gotta show me how to do all that.
Yeah.
I'm not savvy in that world.
But it's simple, but it is easy to do. But we'll get that going. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap this up. This is the I Shell Shock podcast. I am Mark the Mike. That is Nations T.
One of my names.
One of the names of many names he has.
The man
Depending
of
on who you are, he has a different name.
Exactly.
He's trying to rob you. That's why.
I act accordingly.
He's trying to do what the Turtles do. They just rob people.
Hey, listen, I need money too. All right.
They robbed a safe deposit truck.
Well, let's do this roll down.
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Mark the Mike. Check out Twitch TV/Mark the Mike tonight at 6:30. We will be doing the Hot Ones Challenge Part Deuce. And
unfortunately, by the time this cast comes out,
yeah,
that will already be done.
Exactly. So if you're listening to it live, there's about 6 or 7 viewers on.
Okay, so that
makes to go to 6:30.
That makes more sense to me.
It'll go at 6:30, but if not, yeah, it's a future cast and it happened already.
Yes. But
and
watch
we're
that
in
on
pain.
YouTube because the video will be
Yeah.
sent out on
Our
YouTube.
butts hurt and we're in pain.
I will be shitting
Yeah.
fire the next day.
Fire, yoga, fire. Anyway, yeah. So that's follow that. Follow our second link on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and WordPress.
Facebook.
And Facebook. And follow our Facebook pages, the Red Cycle Link and the Wrestling Babble. We have a lot of stuff that we share and follow. We have a good community, so definitely check those out as well.
Hey, love's love, and I appreciate it all.
And I'm trying to get some figure photography out myself, so you follow my Instagram, Rick with the Mic. You'll see some random shit that I'm just trying to fuck with.
Yeah.
See where it goes. Follow Tenacious T.
Yeah, you can follow me, Tenacious T, RC Inc. at Twitter. I'm never on it, but follow me anyway. Follow my new Instagram page, The Real Tatsu Wop. I was hacked.
The real
Tatsu Wop. I was recently hacked. I did get my shit back, but it's kind of tainted, so now I started a new one. I'm more active on that. Also, follow and listen to my own personal podcast called the Popcorny Podcast, which I do with my friend Jeremy, aka Sriracha. It's a all pop culture thing. You can find that on Facebook and not Facebook, soon to be Facebook, but Spotify and SoundCloud. Also follow the Popcorny 1975 Instagram page. We're very active on that. Always a shouts out to Game On, retro video game store based on Long Island in 3 separate locations. One in Smithtown, one in Patchogue, and one in Miller Place, satisfying all your retro video game needs. Also, go and check out Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove. They have the Game On Arcade. $20 for adults, $10 for kids. No coins necessary. Play all that you want. Awesome time for all generations of people. Shouts out to Banner's Cave, who is a listener of the Popcorny Podcast and has been hooking me and Sriracha up with comic books these days. So go and check out him, follow him on Instagram, and yes.
And thank you for. I'll say shout outs to Eastman and Laird.
Yeah.
Without them, we won't have this.
Shouts out to Louis Beans.
Shouts out to Louis Beans to make
My
this
man.
podcast beautiful and adding music and stuff to it.
Follow our other casts.
And follow everything else. We have Not a Trekkie, we have the Morphicast, we have the Game of Rage podcast, and then the weekly The Wrestling Babble and a guest but I swear. This week's movie for a guest but I swear is Son of the Mask. I hate it.
I threw
I'm
up
scared.
in my mouth when you told me that.
I'm just like, fuck. Anyway, but yes, follow everything and everything.
Don't feed Yankees. Don't give him a sandwich.
Always remember, fuck Zordon.
Yes, and that is happening in every single one of our cases.
They team up, so even the turtles could say fuck him.
Pretty sure the turtles didn't like Zordon either.
I feel like they didn't either.
No.
Mikey probably is just
Splinter would have
weird.
whipped Zordon's ass.
Probably would.
That would be the one thing that Splinter did.
One thing. You know what? I will say this, in the next couple of series, you're going to like Splinter more.
Well, from what we've had so far, Splinter don't do shit.
Yeah.
He is a man,
Yeah.
middle-aged. Actually, no, he's late 20s
Yeah.
with mental illness living in a sewer.
Yeah.
That's
As a
really
rat.
it.
But isn't rats are all mental?
I don't know. I think they're just survivors.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Then he's a survivor.
Yeah,
or
well,
lazy. One of the two.
No, he relies on turtles to do
Yeah,
the dirty work.
exactly. Yeah, I know. They
It's
steal.
a sweatshop.
Anyway, peace out.